What's going on, guys? This is TVW slash TheVoltWithin here to bring you guys a video talking about all the talk that's been going on about whether or not Elder Scrolls 6 will be announced at E3 this year, or is it going to be a disappointment and we all have to wait another 2 years. So the first thing is, people were direct messaging me on Twitter asking me, hey, TheVoltWithin, what would you think if they announced the Elder Scrolls 6 at E3? Well, my thought process was, well, they got a lot of other crap on their hands. Like, they're working on Fallout as of right now still, because they still have some DLCs they're still releasing for that game. Even though I think they already released like three DLCs already. At this point, I think Fallout is almost coming to an end as far as new content coming out for the game. And I think they're still working on, or they're in the process of working on, Elder Scrolls Legends, which is a card game based on Elder Scrolls, and Elder Scrolls Online, which is another game that I like, and I definitely know that they're still adding stuff for that game still. But, you know, I was hearing a lot of stuff about, like, oh, it's not likely, Bethesda is not likely to announce it, because, like I said earlier of this video, they're working on other projects, and it's just like a whole mix of whether or not it's going to be released this year. And part of it is just because, like, I think I made a video of this a few months ago talking about how this game is going to be released in 2018 or 2019, and if we're lucky, it'll be released in 2017. So I don't think it's impossible for coming out this year, but it's very unlikely. And most of us are kind of thinking, like, developers are getting to the point where technology is getting a lot greater, therefore it would make all the developers, or allow them to release their games a lot quicker. There's just a whole bunch of different attributes and stuff you can talk about with that. And as much as I want Elder Scrolls 6 to be released this year, and I will always state this on my videos, is that, one, Bethesda is really good at keeping secrets, and here's why. Even though Fallout 4 was a hoax from the start, you know, Bethesda was really good at, like, oh no, we're now making a Fallout 4, there's no way we're working on Fallout 4 at this point. And, you know, they were really good at keeping stuff, like, very classified. And when it came to the point where they announced Fallout at E3 last year, it was just like, everyone was super surprised and not surprised, because they're like, oh, I knew it. They were just keeping things away from us. So, I don't know. Bethesda is one of those companies that is just very good at keeping things down low, if you know what I mean. And for me, it's like, I really can't see it happening, only because there's just so much crud that's just going on with, like, their Fallout game, and then Elder Scrolls Online, and Elder Scrolls Legends, and even they're talking about remastering Skyrim. And it's like, really? If you're gonna spend all this time remastering Skyrim, you know, that remastering a game is not as easy as people see it, like how it is. People think remastering a game is super easy. It's really not. Because if you're thinking about a game like Morrowind and Oblivion, you know, if they're going to remaster a game, great games like those, they have to really consider as, you know, adding in the different voice actors for all the NPCs, making the audio a lot more higher quality, and then when you're remastering and retexturing everything, that takes a long time. And all that time spent for a remastered game rather than a game that we're going forward in, it's like, I would rather see them spend time on that kind of stuff to the next Elder Scrolls game. And as much as I really like a remastered version of Morrowind and Oblivion, I mean, come on, people. We have PC, we have mods, I mean, and I know there's going to be a lot of comments like, oh, well, they're going to add mods on consoles. That is something I'm also going to talk about in another video, because I know a lot of you, or some of you, would like me to talk about the mods being on consoles. That would be on another video, but this is about specifically the Elder Scrolls 6 being announced at E3 this year. So, what does all of this that I'm talking about even mean? And what are my thoughts as far as if this game is going to be released this year? One, I think it's unlikely it's going to happen, but that doesn't mean it's going to be impossible. Because like I said, Bethesda is just very, very good at what they do, their craft, their games. Everyone loves their games, their Fallout games, the Elder Scrolls series, and no matter how much we love them and how much we want it to come out this year, realistically, from a realistic view anyways, it's unlikely it's going to happen this year. But if it does, you can come back on this video and tell me, oh, you idiot, you're wrong. Because I'm all for it, you know. As much as I say it's unlikely it's going to happen, that doesn't mean I would be disappointed if it was announced this year. So let me know what you guys think as far as what you guys think it will be announced or not. I still would like to see some comments if you're still playing Skyrim till this day and you're not playing Fallout, because although I like Fallout 4, as you can see at this video, I'm playing Skyrim still. That just shows that my love for Skyrim is way much higher than Fallout. I mean, I try to get into Fallout, make it the same, but Skyrim would just be that game that I always come to play every time. Like, this is literally probably the 60th account or character I've made on this game. And at this point, it's still pretty fun. So that just shows that this game's really fun. So if you guys liked the video, give it a like. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. And as always, guys, I will see you guys on the next video.